Hi everyone! In this video, you'll see my take on the prompt of night light. So to begin, I gathered some old magazines, some stencils, a bunch of different tissue paper, vellum, origami paper, and some scraps of materials so I can play around with layering to create the illusion or the suggestion of light. In going through the magazines, most of these are from the 60s, by the way, I ended up falling in love with a black and white photo of some fur-clad ladies in a theater of some kind. I figured that color would be a real striking contrast against the great black and white image, and that alone would help convey the concept of night light. I opted to use Mod Podge for the first time in, 100 years. You can see I usually use a double-sided tape runner, and you can see the lines of the tape through tissue paper, and I didn't want to distract from layers of color and that I hope to achieve with the layers of tissue. So in the spirit of using Mod Podge, I put down a piece of plastic to prevent the Mod Podge from getting all over my workspace. And here I used a sponge brush to apply the Mod Podge. And I also used a bone folder in an attempt to smooth out my layers. Now, wet tissue paper with a bone folder, not the greatest combination of tools. It didn't work out that great, but we're always learning new things. So a little while later, to allow for some drying time with the Mod Podge, I now have my layers of tissue paper that I had been playing with previously. I'm not fully in love with how it turned out, but there is value in learning that. So onward we go. I change out my X-Acto blade, and I start playing with placement here of my kind of ray of light here with the vellum and the tissue paper, playing with different scraps of material, and little bits and bobs that I had pulled when I first received the prompt. Ultimately, I opted to keep it pretty simple here, adding some kind of metallic star material behind the vellum. And then, unfortunately for this lady, I cut into her eye to place the beam here. And essentially, that's the end result here. Trying to decide if I want to add anything else to it, but I ended up just really staying really simple with it. For this one, I let my inner critic really creep in, but I kept going, and that's the win here. So I'm hoping that this inspired you to try something new and push through the speed bumps that you encounter along the way. Thanks so much, as always, for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe, tell your friends. All of it matters, and it's greatly appreciated.